Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion channel. Today I'm just gonna make an unboxing and review video for this very model. Before I proceed, as always, I'm currently wearing my GW-1000 Marine Blue Golf Master Quad Sensor model on one hand. On the other hand, just newly added into the family, this is the Maharshi Mod Master model. And if you are new to the channel, both of this is one of my favorite master of G yet. So let's get into this box over here. As you are seeing right now, standard black box. So you'll know just from the box alone, this is indeed the JDM version. Let me pull this thing up. So we're looking at two papers. International warranty card over here. This part is basic, and this part also pretty much basic. 5522JA stands for 5522 Japanese module for GA-700. So here it is. Let me pop it up, and bam! Will you look at that? Man, this thing, man, I didn't plan this purchase at all, but then I found it's at a pretty good bargain price, and I've been eyeing on this model for quite some times now, most of it because of this hint or this tone of blue down here. It keep me coming back to this model, even though I'm telling myself not to get it yet. I should get other models instead, but then, man, this light blue, I just can't resist it. So we're looking at GA-700PC-1. This is the Pastel Color series, the GA-700 model, of course, released in the month of September. The retail price for this aren't as expensive as I already mentioned, so I'm pretty sure most of you guys could afford this as well if you're looking for a little bit of colors in your life, at least, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, I made a video before on the GA-700, which is this guy over here, the Big Bang Black, one of the blackest, one of the cool looking GA-700 out there. And this is indeed not in that category. This is more like a fashion statement to match with your outfits. This case over, this is very stealthy. So we're looking at this blue ring around here, all around. That is actually a colorway or ring that was added on to the mineral glass. Moving down a little bit for the indexes, it looks white if you just look at it from a distance right now, but when you look it up close, it's more like a pearl watch. You have this sort of like a dust on it, which makes this very unique. And as you're seeing right now, we have this pink, pastel pink on the eye over here. This part is called the mode indicator. So let's just go right through with the mode. At home time, we're looking at day, date, and time at home time with analog and digital. And if I'm not mistaken, if you press this upper right button over here, you could toggle from the digital time display instead of day date. And if you press adjust just one, you could display the date and also the city code for this model. In this case right now, TYO stands for Tokyo. Now, pressing mode, we will go to the first mode, which is the countdown timer. Default to 10 minutes, and this part is pretty much simple. I mean, this is indeed a sport watch, so you're gonna need this thing first, the place timer first, and then other mode. Next will be the if I'm not mistaken, the world time. Not that useful for some people, not to me exactly, because I rarely use this function, but it have it on here, so pretty nice thing as well to add in the G-Shock. Next will be the alarm. If I'm not mistaken, we're looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 alarm, including the signal, and snooze alarm is included in here as well. Next mode, we're looking at stopwatch, which is the last one, indicated with this indicator up here as well. This part is pretty much simple, and you could also set a target time if you want to do so in here to set up your goal when you're using this as a sport, or set just for a timer, man, like a reverse timer. But whenever you are at home time, since the stopwatch is located at the most back, instead of going through all the modes just to reach the stopwatch, you can just straight away from home time press this lower right button, and bam, the stopwatch will begin right away. So you just could go with your daily thing straight away. When you want to do something, bam, bam, stop, reset, and done with the workout, done with your day, you know. It's very, very easy, very efficient as well. Just in case you guys haven't noticed on how thick, you could even see or be able to tell the time even from a distance right now. Let me just demonstrate it. Let me place the watch at the back. Look at that. The hour 79 is very thick, and it matches very well with the index as well, so you will be able to tell the time right away without needing to flick your wrist up to your face just to tell the time. You can just go through with your day, jogging or do with your sports, and just flick your wrist even from a distance straight away able to tell the time. Or you could just place it as a clock on anywhere. Just place it on the desk, on a table, or on the floor, and just do your thing. Count your workout. This is definitely not to be worn as a dress watch or a formal wear, you know. So if you are into those, this is not the watch for you. Just saying out there. Alright, now looking at the profile from the sides, we're looking at 2 buttons over here and 3 button guard. Screw guard. The buttons is in black colorway. Both sides go the same, but the light button though comes in gray colorway in the middle there. You can press this down here and it will glows an LED light from 6 o'clock position over there. You're just gonna glows the analog hand, not the digital hand, but if you are at nighttime, like totally dark, you will be able to see a glimpse or just a tiny bit what the digital display are displaying. Okay, talking about the light button again, let me compare both of this. This one is in black, this one definitely not black. Look at that. I barely noticed it at first, but when I compare like this, the difference is very obvious. Look at that. That's about it on the watch face and overall the watch body. Moving down to the watch band, one of the biggest feature on this. Well, nothing much on here because no logo, no printing at all. The big feature is again at the bottom here. Pastel colorway in blue, and I'm not sure if the camera could pick it up or what, because the colorway it looks weird though. As I'm looking at the screen right now, the one I'm holding or actually looking in person, it looks more lighter tone. The one that you might be seeing right now looks a little bit saturated, so it might be different. So you really need to hold it on hand or just try to install, look at it in person. Looking at this thing just from the photo on the internet won't be enough. The colorway though, it looks very soft. The band keeper comes in black. This part is pretty much simple. 2 holes orange shit on top here. The buckle comes in full steel or metal, stainless steel. Some model come in plastic buckle, and this one comes in steel. So depending on which model that you're looking for, this is what you're gonna get. Both of them with Thailand sign below them. The one I'm comparing now is indeed the Big Bang Black. So in this case, the band keeper actually comes in opposite. This one in resin, this one in steel. Finally, let's have a look on the back plate. So we're looking at GA-700PC stainless steel back Japan movement case in Thailand. So fully made and also assembled in Thailand. And this watch still indeed 200-meter water resistance and very shock resistance. And I'm not sure if you guys haven't noticed at all, the back plate over here actually pretty thick. It's like popping up pretty high up there. I have another G-Shock right now. Let me compare this to the GA-800. If you look at the back plate, the bolts on there aren't as high. It's pretty slim. On the case for this, look at that, it's sitting pretty high at the back there. One of the reasons is that because they need some space for those 3D index over there. So that's why the engine actually need to be pushed down and popping up at the bottom. The 3D index on here is very visible, but the one on this GA-700 is better because the index is bigger, overall bigger, you know, and the hour, I mean, the sense is also thicker. Man, it looks tough. It looks very thick and stuff. And that's just it on this model. Before I put it on wrist, I just want to show you guys how it gonna appear like if you wear it over your sleeves, because if you look down here, the baby blue is very light tone and it is also matte finish, which from my experience gonna get a lot of dirt, especially when you wear it directly on your wrist. They're gonna catch a lot of dirt. So this is an alternative to keep it clean at least for some time. And here, this is how it's gonna look like. And since the watch is pretty big and thick, it didn't appear as weird whenever you are wearing a small watch like this over your sleeve. It's gonna look odd. Especially the sweater I'm wearing now is a bomber jacket like sweater, and the arm region is pretty huge actually. It looks pretty thick, so it matches very well with the thick watch. And at the same time, you won't get dirt on it. Also, you won't sweat as much. That is a very nice thing as well. If you are wearing a long sleeve shirt, this is a very nice thing that you could do with your G-Shock if you want to take care of it, of course. But wearing it like this also gonna be a little dangerous because you couldn't feel the watch. You might bump it into something, but then again, this thing is very tough. You don't have to worry about it unless you care if it's scratched or not, like me. So this is not the way to go. But the way for all of us, or that most of us can do, especially if you live in the country that has no winter, no cold season, hose number 2 from the top. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there it is. I have a 15cm circumference wrist and a flat shaped wrist. So to me, most of the time the G-Shock that I wear will look good, even though I'm wearing this huge monster or this, because my wrist is flat. The blue and the pink very distinctive, and there are no GA-700 yet that come with this similar colorway. So yeah, you could know right away or spot it on the street if anyone is wearing, you could spot this thing right away even if anyone is wearing this out there, you know. Look at that, and you could see a slight hint of light blue just up below here, and when you flick your wrist, there it is. Even though it is located at the bottom, people are going to notice. That is very visible, especially when you have a skinny wrist like me. This spot's gonna popping out pretty high up there. So yeah, look at that. This is very visible in my case. Right away, people know that is the pastel color and not the neon color or any other colorway that was released before. Okay, I believe I'm just mumbling right now. I really need to end this video right away. I'll add a purchase link in the description box down below. If you are interested, go look them up. Please leave a like if you found this video useful, informative, and entertaining as well for your future reference. And also subscribe, man, to see more contents like this. I'm planning to grab a few more GA-700 to unbox on the channel just for you guys, and I'm probably gonna grab more of this as well from the lower end set, because all these are ones or G-Shock that we all could afford, and especially me, I need to buy all of them. So I really need to get something that is at the lower end side first before I proceed with the higher end models. So that's all, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the support. This is G-Shock High Fashion Channel, and
sit here thinking of you. Maybe I'm painting blue. What I want to do.